guys, my name is Gabby. Welcome to my channel. This is like the fourth makeup tutorial that I've filmed, but this is like the only one where I've actually made it through the whole thing without something going terribly wrong. So yeah, today I once again used the NYX Perfect Filter to create this glittery cut crease. So if you guys want to see how I achieved this look here, just keep watching. All right. First, we're going to start out with the NYX First Base Primer Water. Next, I'm going to go in with the poreblem primer. I got this from Ipsy bag yesterday. Alright, while we're waiting for that to soak in, we're going to do our brows. I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brown and Soft Brown, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush. Once your brows are done, I'm going to color correct using the Hard Candy Color Correct Expert palette and a little flat brush. I'm going to go in with the orange and yellow. And first I'm going to go under my dark circles with the orange. And then I'm going to go over top of that with the yellow. This kind of brightens it up even more. Right, once you've got that on there, I am going to go in with the Ulta brush number 203. It's a blending concealer brush. Any blending concealer brush will do, and I'm going to buff that out. Once that is all buffed out, I'm going to go in with the Hard Candy Color Correct Expert Cream in Grain. I'm going to use that to cover up my rosacea and a few pimples. I spare no expense on the green. I have a very red face. Alright guys, I'm going to blend that out with a beauty sponge. Alright, once your color correcting cream's all blended in, we're going to go in with foundation. And I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD in shade R330. And I'm also going to be going in with some of the Tarte Amazon Clay Full Coverage Foundation. And it says MC21. I think this is like ivory or something. So we're going to put a full pump, the Ultra HD on the cheeks, half a pump on the forehead, quarter on the nose, quarter on the chin. Then take about a half, maybe like a quarter of a second squeeze each on the full coverage. Just you can see how much I put compared to the other. Now I'm going to go in with a new brush to blend this out today. I just got this from my Ipsy bag yesterday. This is the Luxie 660 Precision Foundation. So first I'm going to kind of mix. Once we've got the face covered, we're going to blend that out with a damp beauty blender. I'm going to be using my Real Technique sponge. Alright, now once that's done, we're going to go in with concealer and we're going to cream contour. So first, go with my cream contour. I'm going to be using the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Duo, and I'm going to be using Taupe. And since I have a rectangular shaped forehead, I kind of fill in those corners to make the face look more oval shaped there at the top, like a normal forehead. Depending on what forehead shape you have, you don't have to do it exactly like mine if you don't have the little rectangles there. But if you do, I would suggest doing that. And last but not least, the nose. Alright guys, once that is all on there, we're going to blend it out with a beauty blender. For the jaw, I'm going to take the Tarte Slenderizer, taking a tiny beauty blender and some Physicians Formula Argan Oil. I'm going to blend that out around the lip. Alright guys, now I'm just taking a fluffy eyeshadow brush to blend out the nose. Once the nose is blended out, we're going to do concealer, and I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Sand and the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer, and this is in the white shade. Alright, once again going in with my Real Technique sponge. First, actually, I'm going to do the forehead with a little sponge. I'm actually going to put a little more white under this eye. I'm like a die-hard Shape Tape user fan. I can't believe how much I like this Maybelline Fit Me. I heard so many good things about it on YouTube and stuff that when I needed a darker concealer for the first time in my life, I decided to go with this one. Let's do a final blend. Now, let's set. I'm actually going to go in with the CoverGirl Professional Loose Powder and damp Real Technique sponge. Now, we're going to go over the rest of the face. Now, we are ready to set the eyes. I'm going to go in with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and a tiny concealer brush. This is the Morphe 421, M421. Now we're going to blend that out with a little damp beauty blender. God, I'm so lazy. I love when my beauty blender is already wet so I don't have to re-dip, and it just leads to me making a huge mess of all my beauty blenders because I have enough to use for every different thing. I end up just using the same ones for fucking everything. Once that is all blended out, you're actually going to go back in with that CoverGirl Loose Powder, and we're going to set that with a fluffy makeup brush and really set this, you guys. So one thing I've noticed about the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pots is if you don't really get them set on there, you will not be able to blend your eyeshadow out. So here I go, really loading it on, because you can brush the excess off and you'll kind of be able to see that it's set. It'll get a little darker underneath that powder. Now let's go into the eyeshadow. Today we are going to be using our NYX Perfect Filter Palette. We are going to set the entire eye with this lightest shade right here. Once again, with our fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'm really going to pack it under the eyebrow to highlight that brow bone. Alright, first we are going to go in with our Morphe B23, and we are going to use this light pink shade here. And guys, we are doing a circular cut crease today, so you're going to want to go bring this all the way around the eye. Start in your socket and blend the color up. Alright guys, once that transition shade is on, we are going to take a little bit more of a precise blending brush. This is the Morphe M441, and we are going to go in with this salmon color here. It has a little bit of sparkle, but it's kind of like candied peach from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. It's still more matte than anything. And once again, we are going to dip in, tap our excess, and really focus on this socket. And softly blend up. So again on our other side. And you're going to slowly bring that up right below the top of where you blended out the first peach color. Alright. Then, with our smallest Morphe blending brush, a Morphe M514, we are going to go in with this dark red plummy shade. We're going to do the same thing again. Blend those colors together. And for good measure, we're going to add one more layer of the dark red. We're going to go back in with our MB23 and blend all these colors together up here. Alright, finally for the fun part of actually cutting the crease. We're going to take the darkest red shade in the palette, right up here, and I'm going to take a Sonia Kashuk number 202 pencil brush. Dip it into that red. I'm going to close my eyes here. Now, all around my eye, starting right here. Three dots around my eye. Alright guys, now we are going to connect those three dots and make a line all the way around our eye. Alright guys, once you've done that, take a tiny blending brush. I'm taking a Morphe M506 and blend above that. Now, using that line as a guide, you should be able to see where to cut your crease. So, to actually cut the crease, I'm going to be using the light side of my NYX Sculpt and Highlight Face Duo. This stuff is better than concealer for cutting the crease. I would recommend it to anyone. I was using my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, but I actually am so pale that it wasn't showing up, and I actually felt like it was a little too thick and would drag a little bit too much. I wasn't talented enough to use that. And for the brush, I'm going to use a little Morphe Taklon. This is a M1704SH. This is like the best brush to cut your crease. Alright guys, once you cut the crease, we are going to go back in with that darkest color and we're going to redefine our crease. To do that, I'm going to use, this is a Morphe pencil brush. It's got a little bit more of a bendy, it's got no name, it came with their eye kit. Alright guys, once we've gotten that on there, I'm going to take my Morphe 506. I'm going to blend away any harsh line. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of a bendy small blending brush. This is a MUA Crease 315 brush. I'm going to take the Morphe 506. I'm going to dip it in a little bit of the salmon color. Bring that around our red. Then we're going to take our Morphe 514 and we're going to dip in our first transition color, the light pink. And we're going to blend it all together with that. Once the eyes are all blended, we are going to take a Neutrogena makeup wipe and we are going to sharpen up the outer corner for that wing. We are going to do our eyeshadow color, and I'm going to use this really beautiful duochrome gold color in the palette. I'm going to use a little flat brush, swirl it around in that gold, give it a spritz with some water. You can also use Fix Plus or setting spray, but I think water works just fine. I always think it's a good idea to go around the top of your crease. Kind of like you're filling in a stencil. Now we're going in with our eyeliner. I am going to be using the EM Cosmetics Illustrative Eyeliner, and it comes with a brush tip. I just got this in my Ipsy bag yesterday, and I don't think I have ever actually gone out and bought in like anything that I've gotten from a Nipsey bag, I'm gonna buy this afterwards. Like, this eyeliner is changing my life. It's seriously like it's more flexible. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's an actual brush. So it's more flexible than the felt tip, which gives you like, it's so much easier to use. Alright guys, now let's clean up. Oh, there's your winged eyeliner, finally. Oh my god, my neck hurts. Okay, eyelashes. Now the liner is done. We're gonna go in with mascara. I'm gonna use the Colossal Spider Effect. Really quick, we are going to go in with the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Midnight Cowboy. Alright guys, let that dry for a second. Now we're going to apply our lashes. I'm using the Divine Lash Co lashes in Cleopatra. Alright guys, and the key to making lashes a success, I definitely think that the tweezers help, even though it seems scary at first. But really make sure that they are almost completely dry. If they're still wet, they're going to be all over the place and you're going to feel like you can't do it. Next, we're going to brush off this bake. And we are going to correct where we wiped off our makeup to clean up our eyeliner. Now, I'm going to take the Tarte Amazon Clay Foundation again, and I'm going to dab that where we wiped our foundation off. You cannot forget to do this, because if you do and you use a makeup wipe like I do, you'll end up having like these weird like unevenness when you put on your highlighter later, and you want your highlighter to be popping. Alright, take a small beauty blender and blend that in. Another thing I will do is I will kind of press my leftover bake into my eye really quick. I'm going to highlight my inner corner. I'm going to take the NYX Infinite Shadow Stick in Crystal, and I'm going to highlight my inner corner with that and under my brow bone. And what this is really good for is actually later, it's so our inner corner highlight will pop. I always use a crayon. Blend the under eye highlight, small beauty blender. Now we are going to set our face with a powder foundation. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in Natural Beige. First, I'm going to make sure I really set that under eye with a little angled powder brush. Then I'm going to take my Sephora 50 Pro Flawless Light Powder Brush. Once your powder foundation is on there, we are going to go in with our powder contour. We're going to be using the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kit. This is my favorite thing to contour with. First, we are going to contour the nose, and this takes me a while, so I'll be right back when I'm done with it. Alright, of course my camera decided to quit filming when I started with the contouring. So, once you're done with your contouring, I contoured my face using the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kit. Sorry that cut out. Blush, I'm going in with the Model Co blush in Peach Bellini, and I already did this too, but I will show you guys again. I'm going in with the Pro Airbrush number 55, just pouncing that on my cheeks to get some color. Right, once our blush is on, we are highlighting with Elizabeth Mott Show Me Your Glow. And this is a really nice champagne-y color. And as you can see, I already started to highlight as well when I realized that it stopped filming. But I went in with my Luxie 514 brush first. I highlighted my cheeks right here, like so. Then I went in with my Morphe E61 brush, and some more on for you guys. Got that right there. I highlighted right above my eyebrow bones right here. I got right above my lip, and I also highlighted my nose. with my Morphe 506 brush. I also highlighted and cut my cheekbones with the light cocoa from the Cocoa Contour palette. Finally, we are going to go back in and finish up these under eyes. We always start out with our lightest transition shade, so I'm going back in with this pink shade here. I always use a tapered blending brush from Morphe. It's no name brush. It came with their eye palette. I'm going to dip that into the light pink shade. Really sweep that in there. Blend it out. Alright guys, once you have your transition color in there, I always go in with my Morphe M514, and next I'm going to dip into the salmon shade. And because you laid down that transition color, it will literally blend itself out seamlessly. Finally, I'm going to take the No Name Morphe pencil brush, and I'm going to dip that into our brick red shade here. And I'm going to keep that very, very close to the lash line. We are going to take our Show Me Your Glow again. I'm going to take my Morphe 506 and I'm going to dab that highlight right on top of where we put the NYX Infinite Shadow Stick and Crystal. Really going to exaggerate this. I'm also going to take it, and guys, I'm even going to load a little bit more this highlighter because I want it to be glowing. Now, we are going to set our face with our Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. Now, we're going to go in with mascara. I'm using the Colossal Spider Effect again. Finally, we are going to do the lipstick. First, I'm going to overline my lips with the Maybelline Color Sensationer Saping Lip Liner in Purely Nude. We are going to use the Tarte's Lip Paint in Salty. And once you have that lipstick on, I'm going to top it off with the Lime Crime Diamond Crusher in Dope. I'm feeling like this doesn't look as matte as I would like it to, so I'm going to go over this one more time. Once you put on the lipstick, this is the final look, and I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, make sure you click like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.